Today, the weather is rainy. It's raining heavily. For some reason, it makes me think of something spooky. When I was young, we lived in a small place surrounded by mountains, forests, cornfields, rice fields, and a lot of big trees. Spooky things weren't unusual there. People were kind of used to it. And by the way, this story isn't mine. It's my sister. One day, she was on her way home from our auntie's place. To get home, she had to cross no, a huge cornfield with big trees scattered around it. That day, it was raining, the kind of rain that makes everything feel quiet and airy. But to her, it was still normal. So she walked leisurely, not really caring that she was getting soaked. Then she saw her friend standing near one of the big trees, holding an umbrella. She thought it was a little odd because her friend's clothes were different from what she had been wearing that morning. But she didn't think too much about it. People change clothes. It wasn't strange enough to question. Let's call her friend Maria. My sister shouted, "Hey Maria, what are you doing there? Are you looking for something?" No answer. So my sister called her again, louder this time. "Maria, let me borrow your umbrella. Or at least walk me home, please." That's when Maria looked at her, and suddenly everything went quiet. Not complete silence, but the kind of loud silence where all you can hear is your own heartbeat mixed with the heavy sound of rain hitting the ground. Maria started walking towards my sister. At first, my sister didn't think much of it, but then she felt something was off. Maria was still far away, yet she was getting close too fast. She wasn't running, she was just closing the distance. My sister squinted her eyes, trying to see her clearly, and then she noticed Maria's feet weren't touching the ground. She was floating. Before my sister could ever think, her body reacted first. She turned around and ran. She didn't look back. She didn't care if Maria was right behind her. She just ran faster than she ever had, using everything she had until she reached home. When she finally stopped, she was panting, shaking, drenched in rain and sweat like a dog that had been run too far. After catching her breath, she told us everything. That should have been the end of it. But later that day, Maria and her mother came to our house. They needed help with something. My sister couldn't bring herself to look at Maria properly. I heard her whisper under her breath, "Same, same clothes." I did not really understand what she meant back then. Was that Maria the real Maria? Or did my sister see something else? An illusion? Fear? Her imagination? I don't know. But her story was too specific to feel like something she just made up. Years later, I asked my sister about that day. She said she did not remember at all. But I remember her telling it. I remember every detail. I don't know which is stranger, seeing something that shouldn't exist or forgetting something that once terrified you. Anyway, that's the end. If you're still here, hi, I'm Dear Toasty, a deer with a tasty toast.